if we could talk about the Kanye thing, I wanted to hear about that. Because to me, it's been pretty sick watching. It's probably one of my favorite things lately has been Kanye West on Instagram. And legitimately, I was tuning in where I would go check his Instagram every hour or whatever. I was loving it.
Can you take me through the descent?
Yeah. Well, basically, they broke up, and then he's posting online every day. She's with Pete Davidson. Or whatever, dating Pete Davidson. And he's posting pretty funny stuff, like just a photo of him being like, look at this dickhead.
Calls him Skeet.
And then he calls him Skeet, right? And then he was, so everyone goes, oh, he's going crazy. And to some of it, it's very smart because he's, got some album coming out and this is sort of what he does. He knows how to drum up controversy, right? And then there's the part of it, kind of like anything where I believe that, he's like, I do want to, get my family back, but also that happens to coincide with what makes me more popular.
Yeah, remember the
release of Donda 2,
whatever the album before Donda. Remember he was saying he was bankrupt, and this was his whole thing, and everybody's talking about the fact that Kanye's, he goes, I'm bankrupt,
he's always got
broke.
some new thing.
And he just knows exactly how to get himself in the conversation.
He reminds me of Charlie Sheen energy, where he was fighting back against the media, and you could go, this is too wild, but I just like that anyone's fighting back.
Yeah.
And he was basically, because immediately does this, everyone writes a million articles about how he's bad or whatever, and he does do a good job of sort of painting these like David versus Goliath stories for himself.
Despite being one of the best known men on the planet.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But he isn't, the whole media went in on him, and then he was, talking about Pete Davidson, who has like a Hillary Clinton tattoo or whatever, and he's like, look at this dumbass shit or whatever. And then Judd Apatow posted, making fun of him or whatever, and he goes, look, this is what Hollywood does when you don't get the Hillary tattoo. Like, he was just, and he's kind of
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was just saying, it went back and forth between like, whoa, and like, pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then he would delete his entire Instagram.
And he posts 13 posts or some shit like
that. He just deleted them all, and then he puts new ones up, and he deletes them all and puts new ones up.
But he posts actual like communications with his wife or ex-wife Kim Kardashian, and she's like, hey, can you please stop posting? Like, he's posting the text of her being like, hey, can you please stop posting this stuff? Like, you're gonna put Pete in danger, and you're putting people in danger by this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't disagree. I'm sure if you're Pete Davidson, like, not to be sympathetic or whatever, but there's a lot of people who I'm sure follow Kanye who for some clout be like, I'm going to be the guy who goes
it's the same thing with
Lots
Ari.
of kids in Yeezys I'm going
to be that guy who goes and knocks Pete Davidson.
Well, when Ari had that with Kobe, like a lot of people did want to feel like, I'm going to fuck this guy
I'm going to be
up
that guy. Like, I'm going to be that guy who everybody remembers for like doing that.
Fuck, man.
But he is kind of, it is just, whatever, these like kind of manic fits, but I always like wild people like that.
He does seem pretty manic.
He's got that Ryan Long 19-year-old energy, hasn't he?
I don't think I'm as manic. I think I'm destructive, but I don't think I get manic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. You've known me for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
You're not manic like that. No, he seems actually
that.
Like legit manic, where he maybe doesn't sleep for 2 days at a time.
You just get on an idea, and I know lots of people like that. You just get an idea and just
that's
you can't let
obsession.
it go.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what makes him a good music producer.
100%. And again,
Sean King called him problematic.
Oh yeah,
who's Sean King?
He's like this
Talcum X,
big black power guy, but everyone says that he's white and his skin looks white, and it's like mom
they have
said
actual
that
his mother's white, like there's basically he made himself this big figure in the kind of like
I forget
Black Lives Matter stuff, and then but all black people have turned on him now. They went from they now basically shit on him, like. Even though he kind of was for a bit like a kind of figurehead, but there is this thing where people like they have photos of him when he was and they straight up say he's like Rachel Dolezal, like this guy, he's a white guy who's just pretending to be black, and
take the test,
and he
doesn't want.
There's been people who have offered huge sums of money in exchange for him taking a 23andMe, and he's just like, I'm not doing it. I don't know you. And then his excuse is not excuse because both his parents were white, but what he says is that his mother cheated. I believe it's something like his mother cheated on his father with a black man. So he goes, I am black. And
was
so
Rachel Dolezal the one that turned out to be 132?
No, they really do have different people in Britain. I would have thought the American culture seeped in there more.
No, he knows Rachel Dolezal. No, she was a NAACP chapter leader somewhere in America.
Okay.
And then it just came out that, and she looked kind of black and she had a tan, and then they were like, yeah, her parents were like, yeah, she's white. Like,
just tans well.
She's not black.
Wow.
0% black.
Who was the politician that claimed that she was Native American and then did some tests?
That's
Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah,
Warren.
it turned out to be like 1/64.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah.
It's a trace amount.
Shit. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching that clip. If you want to support the podcast, go to patreon.com/theboyscast, where we have a new episode every week. 5 bones, every week episode. Tons of episodes there now.
5 bones.
5 bones.
5 bones.
Support the boys.
It's $1.25 a week.